welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Love. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 14.
14 on the pickup. First down, Packers.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. He'll step up and run. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive. I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. In trouble, and down he goes. Byron Young that time, getting in there to bring him down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL. The throw, the RPO to Goddard.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's second down and 5. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for the Eagles. First down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the Packers' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Philadelphia.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, Sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Barkley. A big hole. And he'll take this one in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Eagles move out to a 7-3 lead.
Eagles 7, Packers 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Packers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
This is the job of any linebacker, Mike, having the ability to go downhill fast, hit an open gap, and make a play in the backfield. But I think we can actually consider this going above and beyond because he was able to make that stop so far behind the line of scrimmage.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd and 10. And motion, it's Golden. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 11 and quickly pick up the 1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
To the left side and taken in by Smith. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Dotson, the man in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Again, Hurts. That one by Smith. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 7-3 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. To the air again. Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Eagles. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Love out quickly to Dobbs. He's going to be marked out up around the 33. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up second down at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
A gain of a yard and a Packer first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 17
First
yards.
time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Throwing on second down, Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Reed Blankenship up from his safety spot. Finds a way in and records the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Love to throw. Work in the middle, that's Kraft, he's got it. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. That is caught outline on the RPO. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Packers have it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. First and goal. From the gun, it's Love. This one caught at the 4.
Complete to Tucker Brown. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers move back to within 1.
14. Packers 13.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Going to call his own number. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
13 yards on the play. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
A short throw taken in by Goddard. And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run the counter with Barkley. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Eagles.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith.
Complete to Devontae Smith. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And 3rd down coming up.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Packers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, this is Dobbs. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Love. Open is the tight end, Kraft. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Packers going to use their final timeout now as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Love to throw on 1st and 10. This one not quite on target. Let him too much, and that one falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So it is a
okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with the light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the 2nd half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Snow continuing to fall as we get set for the 2nd half. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the 3rd. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll step up and run this. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll get forward for a couple. Entering Cooper. They're on the 10.
At the 43-yard line. Brings up second down.
From the 43, here's second and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. A gain there of 21. Good for an Eagles first down.
21 yards. That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
12 yards to go.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Fourth down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
A 44-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
17. Packers 13.
All right, Scott, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we get ourselves ready for this second half. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Packers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On second down, Love. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Here's Love. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Second down throw for Love. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
On comes the Packers punting team, as he's on to punt for the second time. Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley.
On the carry. Brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He takes off. Hurts will give himself up here at the end, but not before he picks up a first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
And he can hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Hurts again. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. Third down coming up.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That's Goedert in motion. Now Hurts on fourth down. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
That's good for another Eagles. First and 10.
Fourth and short, initially, you could tell. He's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
Hurts to the air on first down. And that one incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
They'll run the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark them short.
It's now third and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Can the defense do it again from the 1? Third down now and goal. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
keep it on the option. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike. And to cap it off, it's a simple read option. But for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball. And by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Bo Melton on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. This one is caught by Reed. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Running is Jacobs, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Try to drive forward. Not a bad gain in these conditions. We'll give him about 5 yards.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Barkley. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
On the tackle.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Hurts. Scrambling to his left.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a first down. He's forced out just shy of the mark.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Packers.
First down, Green Bay.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
In motion, Reed. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll try to drive forward. Not a bad game in these conditions.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Love out quickly to Dobbs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And it's third down.
Love to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. In motion, it's Golden. And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Short pass, he's got Calcaterra, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle, first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. A second effort, and he is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That his second touchdown tonight. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
The score, Eagles 31, Packers 13.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's a gain of 19. And a very quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down. Back to the air, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Here's Love to throw. Pass, pop. It's Golden. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Love, who else another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
Packer first down.
Love. That complete to Jacobs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw is Love. There's that man again. Another catch. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
And while this game is certainly all but over, This drive really comes down to pride. On one side, you got a team trying to show they're willing to fight all the way to the end, and then the other, they don't want to give up a touchdown at this point in the game.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
On 2nd down, Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much, and that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They get it done to the delight of this crowd. We saw a snowball or 2 launched in jubilation as time expired. Now these fans are going to have to battle the roadway. Safe getting home, folks, but sure it was worth it after a home victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.